Hi, I'm Joss Williams. My film is called Pyre and it's based on the mental illness of a pyromaniac. This is only a first draft, so hope you enjoy it.
Joss, you got any questions?
I'd just like to ask your opinion on the music. I wasn't sure on it, so...
I was going to say, I really liked the music, like just how it was such a contrast to like the whole fact that it's really relaxing that, and when you think of like what he had, you would think it's quite destructive in that, and just then when he decided to actually turn away and that he didn't want to go, then the fact that it just stopped there and then was really good. I really liked it.
Thank you very much. Anybody else comment on the music?
Yeah, there were. I have to admit, there were times when it felt a bit like a kind of NHS advert with the music, but I think there was only those key points. It was when there was the kind of the disaffected youth smoking cigarettes with that music. It didn't sit right, but I like the way you cut it out at the end with the breathing. It was really good. It worked really well. So I think there's times maybe you want to minimise it or find something else as well. But yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think the problem with the music of the score is there's no dialogue, and you're like, it's hard to tell the theme of what you're trying to do apart from these, clicking a lyre and stuff, because it's not happy music, but it's good. It doesn't feel like, when you came up you said it was about the mental illness of being a pyromaniac or whatever, but it doesn't feel like that in any way. It's just a kid clicking a lyre. The music doesn't affect it, and there's no dialogue. You don't get any emotional attachment or any in-depth look inside the mind of pyromaniac.
Yeah.
So, like, it's good, but it's not. It doesn't really put anything across. Sorry.
Okay, so mixed responses. Anyone agree with Nick or disagree with Nick?
Yeah.
Callum?
I'd have to agree with Nick on this one. It just feels more like a film about a grumpy teenager.
Yeah, it just feels like the classic sort of
who's
teenager on
I think if you could even just chuck some dialogue in there, maybe just describing the illness, and I think if you're going to do a film about pyromania, then you should maybe put a big fire in there. I'm just thinking it's not even like that fire heavy. Maybe
he's just a kid playing for matches.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
I don't agree either. No, I don't agree with that.
I actually thought there was a threat there and a level of menace, and I also like the references you made to the other bits of fire, the Molotov cocktail. I thought that was really clever, and you're going to work on it, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah, when I watched it, I find it quite menacing actually by the end.
Just a very small part. I like the way because you put what the contrast is between the very contained fire and then the potential of the thing at the end. We don't need to see a big fire. We can see how he's been lighting matches in a bathroom, and then you see that he could eventually set fire to a house. That worked really well. It was quite brave to do the whole thing visually without actually having dialogue, because 5 minutes you did it well, I think, visually.
Yeah.
That was my next question, whether anybody thought that I should have a voiceover, because I did write one, but I never got time to. No? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with the boys. I think she did an excellent job, and I got the story. I may have, not saying not have a fire, but I may have progressed from just having a match to a little bit of paper, and then it built its way up to the possibly burning the house down. But it certainly didn't need any language at all.
No.
I was going to say, with the whole fact that he's potentially going to a psychiatrist and that people, if he refusing to go, he's not going to talk about it himself. So if there was a narrative, it would kind of ruin that suspense that he's keeping it all to himself. If you get me?
True.
So because you had the description at the beginning of the definition, I think that's all that was needed. It worked really well.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Anybody else got anything to say? Did you have any other questions, Joss?
One more.
Oh, and Josh wants to say something. You have to speak into the mic, Josh, otherwise it doesn't get picked up on the recording. Sorry.
There was a hell of a lot of water and snow for a fire film. That's all I've got to say. I don't know. I don't think it was a deliberate contrast. It just seemed that's all.
And now we're warming up, aren't we? As it takes a film about fire. Anybody else? Brendan again. Sorry, you have to stand up.
I think maybe if people think the links to Pyromaniac are kind of too small, maybe, I don't know how much time you can find, but a shot of maybe a news report of a fire, maybe a forest fire, or he could be walking by a burned building.
Yeah.
Also perhaps some context as to why he wants to burn down, I don't know if I missed it, or why he wants to burn down that particular house.
The definition of being a pyromaniac is there is no, they don't do it for revenge or anything like that. It's just a trigger and a compulsion that he wants to burn things.
Context then.
Thank you.
Brendan. Hang on.
Could I just ask what the connection with smashing the glass?
I've done a lot of research into it, and it I hadn't filmed one of the scenes where sort of being a pyromaniac usually leads from a troubled childhood, and it also has other connections with it, like aggression and not talking to family and stuff like that. So I was gonna do that. Yeah, I was going to do that.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, thank you very much, Josh. Well done.